They got me up all the answers for what happened.
Well, one guy said he was out here at 11.
Marvin is here. Yeah. Moby Dick? Okay. Okay. All right.
First of all, I want to express our great regret that this has happened to vendors who have been going through an extremely difficult time. You would recall that during the pandemic, it was a tremendous struggle to work out what would be the appropriate protocols to ensure that they could remain open and support their families. So we've had a series of challenges over the last 2 years. We've had unfortunate incidences that have happened here at Port-of-Ski that affected the flow of traffic to support these vendors who support many families over the years. And then we had the pandemic, and now we have this catastrophic fire. And so our hearts go out to the vendors and their families who rely on this business. It is incredible the intensity of the fire, and you can see by the level of damage that it is going to take a while for a number of these vendors to rebound. What is also true is that the damage to the stores, I believe about 7 stores, will also affect other vendors, and so we are going to move as quickly as we can to ensure that the rebuilding process commences. We were going to meet at 11:30 this morning with all of the affected vendors and the staff at the ministry so that we could begin the assessment process of the extent of the damage. We are awaiting the report from the fire department in terms of what is responsible for the fire. And so again, we have a number of the vendors who are here, representatives from their association, and we're going to keep the lines of communication open as we have done historically, and so certainly you have an opportunity to hear from them.
What can the government do? What is the extent to which you can do the rebuilding? Can you just come out and say, I'm going to rebuild these stores?
No, we cannot. No, we cannot. We're going to take our time. We'll do a careful assessment. We'll hear from the vendors. I will have discussions with my colleagues. I don't control the purse of the Bahamas, as you're fully aware. And so we'll have a candid discussion, and we will do our best to assist. But without question, we'll assist. And so I'll be talking with all of my colleagues with respect to this. But this is a significant issue, because this is not just an issue of several businesses being damaged. This is several businesses at a historical, cultural site in this country that's very important to our national life.
I got a call about 11:15 last night. When I came out here, most of the stalls had already catch. Apparently the fire had started in this area that we're standing in. We have 8 stalls that were damaged. 6 of them damaged completely to the ground. 2 of them damaged and can be repaired. Most of the vendors whose stalls are damaged are out here this morning, and like the minister said, we're going to sit about 11:30 this morning, and we're going to assess and discuss moving forward.
Any kind of insurance on these stalls?
Some persons do have, some do not. I cannot say who have insurance from who don't have insurance, but as it stands now, some do.
Yeah? I just put everything.
We have to sell alcohol.
What is that?
What
is everything?
I have a deep fryer, stove, and cooking stuff like that.
Okay.
You got the inventory as well?
Yes.
Do you own one of the stalls as well?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell us about that loss of when you heard about the fire and that your stall was
Actually, I was
affected?
here when it was burning down. It's overwhelming. It's devastating to see what you put into something, your life, your life savings. It's just the memories, and then now you have staff unemployed, so it is an overwhelming feeling right now at this time. And my heart goes out to all of the vendors here on Port-of-Ski Dock that was affected by the fire, and their staff and their families.
No insurance. Insurance will not take no money for wooden structure on this door. So we are a great loss, but we are working with the minister, and this is not a political, nothing to do, but we're going to work together with the government to make sure everything goes well.
I mean, we're not really
too affected because of smoke damage. But my fellow vendors, I feel for them. I know what it is. Like you say, we experienced the shooting incident, the no parking policy, the pandemic, and now this. But I know it's very, heartbreaking for a lot of them.
Yeah, so it was a boat at the back.
Oh, you lost the boat as well?
Yes.
Was that enjoyed?
No.
What's the size? 40, 45.
45.
And you used it to get
So you and your husband are now starting from scratch.
Yes, but he's not, yes. Right now. He's not.
And when you spoke to him, what was his reaction to the
I wouldn't, I'm
Because
not,
I know he's usually here.
He's on the scene.
Oh, wow.
Does he know about it?
No.
Wow. How's that gonna feel when you have to tell him that?
But it's what it is.